Do you think the creepy clown, haunted dolls, and the disturbing shadows are the epitome of horror? Then wait till we introduce you to the Lovecraftian gods that no film has yet dared to portray. These ancient creatures take a form from H.P. Lovecraft's imagination, but have yet made it to the big screen at the box office. However, Lovecraft's mythos has inspired many popular games like Bloodborne, Dungeons & Dragons, and The Thing. In today's video, we are diving into the world of 5 of his creepiest gods that are forgotten not because they are boring, but too terrifying to remember. But before we begin, kindly click the like and subscribe buttons to support our channel. Let's first explore more about the Lovecraftian gods before we step into the forgotten territory of horror. What are the Lovecraftian gods, and why are they considered the most terrifying beings in cosmic horror? American author H.P. Lovecraft created a group of fictional deities as part of the Cthulhu mythos, which came to be known as the Cthulhu mythos deities. These immensely powerful beings are utterly indifferent to humans, though some humans still worship them. Lovecraftian gods include extraterrestrial entities such as the Elder Things and the Great Old Ones. References to other miscellaneous deities are also found throughout the mythos. Writers like August Derleth later expanded Lovecraft's concepts and introduced the Elder Gods. According to Lovecraft's work, the Great Old Ones are powerful, ancient extraterrestrial deities who once ruled the earth and have since fallen into a deep slumber. Possessing knowledge of everything that occurs in the universe, these ancient beings have existed for eons. They can manipulate human minds and influence dreams to suit their purposes. When awakened, they can travel from one planet to another and are never truly dead. The Great Ones are gods of the dreamlands, less powerful than the Great Old Ones and, in many cases, less intelligent than humans. They must be protected by the Outer Gods. As humanity spread and evolved, the Great Ones were driven from Earth, but they left their mark on Mount Nagranic. They have since made Kadath their secret stronghold. Many humans who live in the Dreamlands are said to carry the blood of the Great Ones, as these gods once married human women. Loban, Okranos, and Tamash are some of the known gods of the Dreamlands. According to the Cthulhu mythos, Azathoth, also known as the Blind Idiot God, rules over the Outer Gods. He holds his court at the center of infinity, where other outer gods dance mindlessly around him. Azathoth co-rules with Yog-Sothoth, an incarnation of time in the cosmos. Lovecraft referred to these beings as the other gods. Lovecraftian gods are indifferent to human suffering or well-being. The affairs of humanity are insignificant in the vast, uncaring cosmos. These entities possess forms that defy human comprehension, and attempting to understand them can drive a person to madness. They bend reality to their will, often with catastrophic consequences for humanity. Some Lovecraftian gods, such as Cthulhu, symbolize immense and terrifying forces that exist far beyond human understanding. They serve as reminders of humanity's insignificance in the grand cosmic scheme, an idea that lies at the heart of cosmic horror. Atlak Naka. Clark Ashton Smith introduced this fictional deity in The Seven Geeses. Atlak Naka, a great old one, was later elaborated upon by other writers. A giant spider with a human-like face capable of expressing human emotions, Atlak Naka is terrifying enough to cause heart attacks. However, it can also appear, though rarely, as a beautiful, multi-armed woman. It dwells beneath Mount Vormithdaret, death, in a vast cave system within the now extinct Hyperborea, an ancient Arctic kingdom. The enormous web spun by this Lovecraftian deity connects various underworld caverns. According to Chaosmium materials, the web also links the waking world to the dreamlands. Popular belief holds that the completion of this web will herald the end of the world. In one version of the myth, this great old one arrived on Earth from Saturn, alongside Sathoga, a furry, toad-like deity. Another version suggests that the spider god wove a web connecting Earth and Saturn, enabling Sathoga's arrival. Atlak Naka was worshipped by the Phoenicians and small groups in the Andaman Islands and India. Sorcerers revered the deity in exchange for arcane knowledge and visions of other dimensions. According to the esoteric order of Dagon, Atlak Naka resides on a tree of death and punishes those who do not breed with each other and the deep ones. The cannibalistic, highly venomous spiders of Leng are believed to be its offspring. Atlak Naka is referenced in games such as Sundered and World of Horror. Chagnarfong. This vampiric, elephant-like humanoid deity has a leech-like mouth at the tip of its trunk, which it uses to drain blood from its victims, earning it the nickname the Feeder. Chagnarfong appeared on Earth from a higher dimension over 2 billion years ago. In its previous form, it resided within a glowing crater with ropey arms extending into lava to absorb nutrients while it slept and dreamed. On Earth, it manifests as a reptilian elephant with a long trunk, human-like hands, tentacled and webbed ears, and crystalline interlocking tusks. Its body is composed of a substance that is neither mineral nor organic and remains immobile. Chagnarfong has the ability to change its size, becoming less rigid as it enlarges. Its body and footprints emit a phosphorescent glow. Uniquely, parts of its body can function independently, known as the Brothers of Chagnarfong. These fragments communicate with ancient beings and appear in human dreams, sending telepathic signals. The deity drains its victims' blood before mutilating and disfiguring their faces. Those who survive the attack as nutrient hosts suffer grotesque deformities, such as elongated ears, and often develop a psychic connection with the deity, one strong enough to kill them through telepathy. Its cult includes both humans and faceless yellow creatures, and is based on the plateau of Sang. In 1936, the Raja of Jador linked the deity to the Hindu god Ganesha. Chagnarfong is also said to have created the aquatic humanoid race known as the Miri Nigri, who kidnap humans as offerings to their master. Abhoth. American author Clark Ashton Smith introduced the fictional entity Abhoth in his 1934 short story, The Seven Geeses. In Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, Abhoth was originally classified as an outer god, but it is now considered a great old one. Abhoth resides in the cavern of Yaqua, beneath Mount Vormithadreth. As its name suggests, it is the ultimate source of abominations and mutations. The creature appears as a horrific, dark gray, amorphous mass, constantly writhing, splitting, and birthing grotesque life forms. Its ever-shifting body produces things like disembodied limbs, bloated torsos with fins, and rolling heads, all slithering through slime. These creatures, known as the Children of Abhoth, are varied and unnatural, ranging from amorphous blobs and monstrous mutants to distorted humanoids and singular body parts. Abhoth often reels them back in using its tentacles and consumes them. Despite its grotesque nature, Abhoth possesses a cynical, twisted intellect and can communicate telepathically. The deity appears in several other works, including Colin Wilson's The Mind Parasites and Under the Pyramids, as well as in expansions of the Eldritch Horror board game. Obathla, the fictional amorphous monster known as the Demiurge and the Unbegotten Source, was created by Clark Ashton Smith for his short story of the same name. This primordial entity dwells in the interior of the earth. It is not only the origin of all life on the planet, but also the guardian of ancient tablets that contain the knowledge of the primal gods. In some versions of the mythos, Obathla is classified as an outer god. Author August Derleth proposed an alternative version in which Obathla is the progenitor of the Great Old Ones, who later rebelled against the elder gods of Betelgeuse. Lynn Carter described Obathla as the twin sibling of Azathoth and the parent of entities like Han, Atlak Naka, Abhoth, Nyagtha, Zushikan, and Byatis. This monstrous, formless, protoplasmic mass dwells deep beneath the frozen earth, constantly generating cellular organisms from its shapeless bulk. It protects the forbidden knowledge of the elder gods inscribed on a set of stone tablets. Despite many sorcerers attempting to retrieve them, none have succeeded. Obathla is believed to have spawned the earliest prototypes of life on Earth. It is prophesied that one day Obathla will reabsorb all life. Some believe it once dwelled beneath Mount Vormithidreth and may have even created Abhoth, as the two share several similarities. Others speculate that they might be the same entity, known by different names in different epochs. Yig. Next on our list of Lovecraft's forgotten gods is Yig, the father of serpents. He appears in H.P. Lovecraft's The Curse of Yig and is feared across central Oklahoma, particularly by the tribes of the Central Plains. In Walter C. DeBille Jr.'s A Movement in the Grass, Yig is described as the father of Aig and the mate of the outer god Ghidra. Yig is a half-human, half-serpent deity known for his whimsical yet dictatorial nature. He is not inherently evil and often remains peaceful toward those who show respect to him and his children. However, during autumn, he becomes ravenous, and proper rites must be performed to appease him. As the father of serpents, Yig is deeply protective. Anyone who harms his offspring risks invoking the Curse of Yig, a terrifying punishment where the offender is tortured and ultimately transformed into a spotted snake. Yig was worshipped on the lost continent of Mu, alongside other deities such as Nug, Shub-Niggurath, and Yeb. The ancient priest Tiyog believed that these gods would defend humanity against the monstrous Gatanathoa. An American Indian ethnologist later theorized that Yig was the dark prototype for Mesoamerican serpent gods like Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl. He also found that before the 1889 land rush, the Plains tribes openly discussed the worship of Yig, unlike desert nomads who kept it secret. Unlike many of the great old ones, Yig is rarely hostile. Still, when autumn comes, tribes such as the Wichita, Caddo, and Pawnee would drum continuously from August to October to keep the serpent god at bay. The Wichita also made corn offerings in his honor. The ethnologists also discovered the manuscript of Zamacona Núñez, a Spanish adventurer who stumbled upon the hidden land of Quinyan, where Yig is worshipped as one of two prime gods, the other being Tulu. Marvelous verdict. There you have it, the 5 forgotten gods of Lovecraft that movies can't seem to handle. These beings exist beyond time and space, and their very presence can shatter your sanity. Unlike traditional monsters that simply hunt or kill, Lovecraftian gods distort reality itself and twist the very fabric of existence. Their grotesque forms and cosmic terror are simply too much for cinema to capture. Which of these 5 terrifying deities fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to suggest topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Until next time, and if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe out there. Thanks, everyone.